I don't
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed coming to you live once again from the Herkimer County Fairgrounds. We have some hazy sunshine and temperatures in the 80s, definitely a little bit more humid there. But as we take a live look right now at downtown Utica on the Bank of Utica iNet camera, it is definitely hazy there as well. Temperature right now in Utica is 84 degrees and Herkimer is 83. Old Forge is the cool spot at this time at 77. As far as those dew points, as I mentioned, it's definitely a little bit more humid as you head down toward the south and east than it is up toward the northwest. Boonville right now, your dew point is at 52. Old Forge is at 60. Oneonta, meanwhile, is up at 70. Same thing in Saratoga Springs and in Albany right now. Clouds and precip have been mainly dry over the last couple of hours, and we've also been seeing some more sunshine over the last few hours as well. But as we head through the overnight hours, we'll see the return of some mid and high level clouds. And you can see here things are mainly dry over most of the northeast. You have to go as far as south as New Jersey and Delaware to find some rainfall, and further to the east to find some clouds at this time. The latest on Tropical Storm Erin, it is currently a 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm with pressure of 998 millibars, moving to the west at 17 miles an hour. And as we head through the day on Friday, it is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane tomorrow afternoon with 75-mile-an-hour maximum sustained winds. And then it's expected to become our first major hurricane of the season as we head into Sunday afternoon with 115-mile-an-hour winds. Beyond that, it becomes a question as to whether or not it stays closer to Bermuda thanks to the area of high pressure or comes a little bit closer to the East Coast. But definitely over the weekend and into next week, we'll have a better picture of that. So keep it here. I'll keep you posted. Overnight tonight, we'll have temperatures in the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees. But to the northwest, there could be some temperatures into the lower and middle 50s under clearing skies as the night goes on. And then tomorrow, we will have high temperatures similar to where they were today, maybe even 2 or 3 degrees warmer than that. Under sunny skies, we will see an additional touch of humidity as well. And we will also see a bit of some haze like we're seeing right now. Today it was mainly from the thruway to the north. Tomorrow it'll be from the thruway down toward the south. Running you through your futurecast, we'll see again clear skies through the overnight with just a few clouds here and there. Temperatures making their way down into the 50s and into the 60s. Tomorrow will warm back up quickly into the 70s and 80s once again. And Saturday could be a little bit warmer in some cases and a little bit cooler in others. Some of us can make a run at 90 degrees as we head through our Saturday, but there could be an isolated or scattered shower during the late morning into the early afternoon. Sunday, we've got a cold front moving through. It'll still be humid with highs into the 80s, and then Monday, Tuesday will be into the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees with partly to mostly sunny skies. The New York State Fair opens on Wednesday, and we've got some shower chances in the morning, dry in the afternoon, and that dry weather looks to remain as we head into Thursday. Coming back here to the Otsego County, or to the Herkimer County Fair, I should say, we'll see the Demolition Derby at 7 p.m. Music by Fast Forward is at 7:30 tonight. Tomorrow at 3 and 5 p.m. there is the Children's Pedal Tractor Pull with the Demolition Derby. That's at 3 and 5 p.m. Tomorrow the Demolition Derby is at 7. At 7:30 we have music by Anthony La Barrera. Saturday we have the Horse Show for Open and Youth at 9 a.m. 10 and 1 p.m. we've got music by Eric Ashley. 6 p.m. we've got the four-wheel drive tractor pull. 7:30 is music by Country Justice. And then wrapping up the fair on Sunday, we've got the Horse Show at 9 a.m., the tractor pull at 11, the milking contest at 1 p.m. That'll be a fun time. The Farmyard Olympics at 3 p.m., Children's Rodeo at 4, and then wrapping up the fair, we've got the Children's Power Wheel Demo at 6 p.m. Coming to you live from the Herkimer County Fair, I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, Eyewitness News. Thomas, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still to come on Eyewitness News.
Is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a pleasant Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a lot of sun for our Friday, and some of that sun will be with us into the weekend as well as a few shower chances. We'll get to that in just a second, but as far as here and now is concerned, we have a temperature of 70 degrees. Dew point is at 57. That dew point will come up slightly during the day tomorrow, and we also have a calm wind, so that means that there could be some patchy fog this evening once again. Temperatures right now across the area are into the 60s, both down toward the south and up toward the north. It's still 71 degrees in Boonville right now, same thing over in the Cuse, and it's 73 out in Albany. Those are the warm spots, and we'll drop into the upper 50s to lower 60s tonight. That's after we had high temperatures today for most of us into the middle and even the upper 80s. Both Boonville and downtown Utica hit 88. Same thing down in Norwich and over in the Cuse. The rest of us not far behind that. And the humidity was low today, but as I mentioned, that's going to be changing during the day tomorrow. Clouds and precip, not much in terms of either out there right now. There may be some mid and high level clouds, but definitely not much precipitation. You have to go well to the south of New Jersey to find any precipitation, and then further to the east to find any clouds. The latest on Tropical Storm Erin, as of the latest 8 p.m. advisory, it is up to 70 miles an hour, so it's borderline Category 1 hurricane with pressure of 999 millibars, winds moving to the west, I should say, at 17. It's expected to become a Category 1 hurricane tomorrow. It'll be the first storm in the Atlantic Basin to do so, and then as we head into the weekend, it's expected to become a major hurricane by Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m., with winds of 115 miles an hour passing just toward the north of the Caribbean. And then beyond Tuesday, it becomes a question mark as to whether it stays closer toward the eastern seaboard or closer toward Bermuda. It just depends on how strong that high pressure closer toward Bermuda stays, and we'll have a better picture of that tomorrow, definitely by the weekend and into next week. So stay here, I'll keep you posted on that. Overnight tonight, we'll have temperatures into the middle and upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, maybe the lower 50s in the higher elevations. Tomorrow, we'll see temperatures within a degree or two of where they were today, although there will be a bit more humidity during the day tomorrow with northerly winds. 87 degrees is the expected high here in Utica. And today, the haze was a bit of a problem from the thruway up toward the north. Tomorrow, it'll be from the thruway down toward the south, although I don't expect any major impacts on air quality, certainly nothing compared to what we had last week. Futurecast keeping things dry overnight tonight and through our Friday, with again temperatures making their way into the 80s. We'll be in the 80s both weekend days with some scattered showers on Saturday, 86, still humid on Sunday, 84, and that's part of a cold front. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll see some fall-like weather heading our way with a lot of sunshine. Thomas, I'll send things back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Utica.
Your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a lot of sunshine to end the work week. But before we get to that, let's talk about the here and now. First things first, dew point right now 56 degrees. The temperature is at 68. That's after we had a high of 88 degrees, so we've backed off about 20 degrees since then. Winds out of the east at around 3 miles an hour. Other readings from across the region are down into the 60s up toward the north and down toward the south. Those will be the first spots to drop back into the 50s as we head into the overnight hours. But Boonville still hanging on to 70 degrees. Camden not far from that at 69. Same thing over in the Cuse and in the port city of Oswego. As I mentioned, those high temperatures today, we got to 88 degrees in the Cuse as well as Utica and over in Albany as well. And Boonville also got up to 88. The rest of us not far behind that, but Old Forge was at 83. That was your cool spot for today. Actually, I take that back. Hamilton was the cool spot at 82. Old Forge not far from that. But no matter where you are across central New York, we have mainly clear skies. It's expected to stay that way during the overnight hours and remain dry on the clouds and precip picture. You have to go as far south as New Jersey and as far east as Massachusetts and Maine to find any precip or clouds at this time, and we've got some back toward the west as well. Some of those will build in tomorrow and through the weekend as well as some shower chances. We also just received an 11 p.m. advisory on Tropical Storm Erin, but is barely hanging on to tropical storm strength. It has maximum sustained winds of 70 miles an hour. It needs 75 mile an hour winds to become a Category 1 hurricane, and it'll become that as we head through tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., 80 mile an hour winds. And also in the new advisory, it is now expected to strengthen eventually out over the warm mid-Atlantic waters into a Category 4 hurricane Sunday evening at 8 p.m. with 130-mile-an-hour winds. So definitely something we'll be keeping an eye on here over the next couple of days, especially once we get past Tuesday into Wednesday of next week, whether it comes closer to the coast or stays out toward Bermuda. Regardless, we'll see temperatures overnight tonight in the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, maybe the lower to middle 50s in some of those cooler spots. Tomorrow in the cooler spots, you'll have lower to middle 80s. And in the warmer spots, you'll be in the middle to upper 80s with a touch of humidity. And today we had a bit of haze from the thruway on toward the north thanks to Canadian wildfires. Once again, tomorrow it'll be from the thruway on toward the south. Although it's not expected to be a major problem in terms of air quality like we had last week. Futurecast showing us that we'll have temperatures making their way up into the 80s, backing off into the 70s and 60s tomorrow night. Not expected to be as cool as it is tonight. And then we could be dealing with some isolated and scattered showers as high pressure gives way as we head through Saturday, and it looks even more likely as we head into Sunday with a cold front. But behind that, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, Wednesday is the opening day of the New York State Fair, by the way, it looks like we've got some fall fair-like weather as well, with temperatures in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees under a blend of clouds and sun. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, only